Hello YouTube, this is Stories from Andrew, and today I'm going to do the first of a couple of videos I'm going to call Journey at a Call Center. Now, I just want to start this off by saying that call centers can be fantastic places to work. They give you full-time employment right off the bat. There's a couple weeks of mind-numbingly easy training, which goes 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. They'll give you a decent wage, and they'll hire just about anyone as long as you've got 4 functioning brain cells. The downside to this, though, is that they'll hire anyone with as few as 4 functioning brain cells, and they usually get their managers from within the center, so chances are you're going to be working beneath a fair amount of...
Honey, I've been working here since you were a fetus inside of your mother's womb. There's nothing you can tell me that I don't already know.
And of course there's always the inevitable...
Must be the weather.
Now, the main problem with this type of person is that they're know-it-alls that don't actually know anything more than their own bullshit. And the fact they've been working at call centers since phones have been invented is defeated by the fact they make $2 an hour more than anybody that's just come off the street. All that aside, call centers can be good places to work, and there's generally a fair amount of overtime available too, because all these people, like I've just mentioned, hate their lives just as much as I hate their lives. So they never show up to work. Enough about call centers and on to me. The year's 2009. I'm 19, I've got my high school diploma in hand, I saved up some money so I could move to England, I moved back because living in London is more expensive than raising 8 children anywhere else in the world, and I got an apartment with my best friend and all I needed to do was find a job. Wait a minute, you got an apartment before you got a job? Excuse me, you seem to be forgetting something. I'm a charming, good-looking young man with international retail experience. Entry-level jobs are my bitch. And they were. Within 3 weeks, I had 3 jobs. The first job was at a call center, and I quit that after my first day because the lady that was in charge of doing the hiring had brain damage, and that's the best that she could do. I'm not kidding. This is what she told us during the unpaid orientation. And aside from that, it was a shitty job. I mean, you were calling people to do surveys, and you were sent home if you didn't have enough surveys completed by a certain time, so fuck that noise. The next place that I worked at was a breakfast restaurant, and that was alright, but because I was the most recently hired, I was the last person to come in and the first person to leave. And I had rent to pay, so I just kept on looking. And the next job that came along just happened to be the worst place in the world. They're all like, wages start at $11.60 an hour. And our offices are only a 15-minute walk away from your apartment. And there are 5 weeks of mind-numbingly easy training. And as long as you do your assignments, nobody will care what you do. But beneath all these premises lied a snake pit of security measures that allowed you to do nothing, even when there was nothing to do! Now, this may not sound that bad at first, but when you're not allowed to do anything for 4 waking hours a day, 5 days a week, indefinitely, with no one around you, but people that you've grown to despise more and more every single day, a demon finds its way into your mind, and takes a hold of your judgment and rips it to shreds, causing you to do things that you would not normally do. And I'll get to more of that in my next video, which you can get to when I post it by clicking right here. Goodbye.